The music world was met with unexpected and somber news recently. Billy Joel, the iconic piano man, announced the cancellation of his highly anticipated concert tour. This news sent an immediate wave of surprise and concern among his millions of devoted fans worldwide. Concert dates, meticulously planned and eagerly awaited, were abruptly removed from the schedule. The initial announcement was brief, citing health reasons, which naturally led to a period of speculation and worry. For countless admirers, a Billy Joel concert is more than just a musical event. It's an experience, a journey through decades of beloved hits. Tickets are often purchased months, even years in advance, representing cherished plans for evenings filled with sing-alongs and musical brilliance. The sudden void left by the tour's cancellation was palpable, not just in terms of empty arenas, but in the collective disappointment of those who had been looking forward to witnessing the legendary performer live on stage. The music community held its breath, awaiting further news and hoping for the best for the beloved musician. Following the initial shock of the tour cancellation, further information was released, providing clarity on the health challenge facing Billy Joel. The singer-songwriter has been diagnosed with normalpressurehydrocephalus, often abbreviated as NPH. This is a neurological condition that, while not widely known by the general public, can have significant impacts on an individual's daily functioning and overall quality of life. NPH is characterized by an abnormal buildup of cerebrospinal fluid in the brain's ventricles, which are natural cavities within the brain. Normally, cerebrospinal fluid flows through the ventricles, cushioning the brain and spinal cord. In NPH, however, this fluid does not drain properly, causing the ventricles to enlarge. The decision to cancel the tour, while undoubtedly difficult, reflects a necessary prioritization of his health and well-being in light of this serious neurological diagnosis. Normal pressure hydrocephalus typically presents with a classic triad of symptoms, although not all individuals will experience all three, or to the same degree of severity. The first, and often most noticeable, is a gait disturbance. This isn't just simple clumsiness, it's often described as a magnetic gait, where the feet appear to be stuck to the floor, or a shuffling walk with difficulty initiating steps and making turns. Balance problems are also common, increasing the risk of falls. The second key symptom of NPH involves cognitive decline, often manifesting as mild dementia. This can include memory loss, particularly for recent events, difficulty with attention and concentration, slowed thinking, and problems with executive functions like planning and decision-making. The third component of the NPH triad is urinary incontinence, which typically appears later in the course of the condition. The insidious nature of NPH is that these symptoms can develop gradually and may sometimes be mistaken for normal aging or other neurological conditions like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. For Billy Joel, an artist whose identity is inextricably linked with his virtuoso piano playing and dynamic stage presence, the symptoms of normal pressure hydrocephalus present a direct and formidable threat to his craft. Consider the gait disturbances characteristic of NPH. Navigating a concert stage, often with varying levels, cables, and equipment, requires sure-footedness and balance. The cognitive impact of NPH is equally, if not more, concerning for a performing musician of Joel's caliber. His concerts are renowned for their extensive set lists, drawing from a vast catalog of intricate songs. Remembering lyrics, complex chord progressions, musical cues, and engaging in spontaneous banter with the audience all rely heavily on sharp cognitive function, memory, and quick processing. The potential for memory lapses, slowed thought processes, or difficulty concentrating could severely undermine his ability to deliver the flawless and engaging performances his fans cherish. The decision to cancel the tour, therefore, appears not merely as a precaution, but as a necessary response to a condition that strikes at the very core of his ability to perform. Maintaining the integrity of his musical legacy and the quality of his live shows would become an insurmountable task under such circumstances. The announcement of Billy Joel's tour cancellation and his diagnosis of normal pressure hydrocephalus sent immediate shockwaves through his vast and dedicated fan base. Social media platforms, fan forums, and news comment sections quickly filled with an outpouring of emotion. The initial reaction for many was one of profound disappointment, particularly for those who had long-held tickets, perhaps planning special trips or celebrations around the concerts. However, beyond the initial wave of disappointment, a deeper and more pervasive sentiment emerged: overwhelming concern and support for Billy Joel's health. Fans who have followed his career for decades, whose lives have been intertwined with his music, expressed heartfelt wishes for his recovery and well-being. Messages flooded in, not just lamenting the missed shows, but emphasizing that his health was the utmost priority. This shift from personal disappointment to collective empathy highlighted the strong bond that Billy Joel has cultivated with his audience over his many years of performing. News of Billy Joel's health struggles and subsequent tour cancellation resonated deeply within the music industry, prompting messages of support and solidarity from fellow artists, producers, and industry professionals. Many musicians who have shared stages with Joel, or who have been inspired by his incredible body of work, took to social media and public statements to express their concern and send their best wishes. Figures like Elton John, a longtime friend and collaborator, were among those who likely reached out privately, understanding the immense pressures and personal toll that health issues can take on a touring artist. Industry veterans acknowledged the bravery and difficulty involved in making such a public announcement and stepping back from commitments. Younger artists, many of whom grew up listening to Billy Joel's music and cite him as a major influence, also chimed in with messages of respect and hope. Beyond individual artists, music organizations and publications also conveyed messages of support, reflecting the broader industry's concern for one of its most cherished figures. The industry stands with Billy Joel, wishing him strength and a path towards recovery, hoping to one day see him back where he belongs, sharing his music with the world. The situation surrounding Billy Joel's health and tour cancellation casts a bright spotlight on the often unseen battles that artists face, particularly concerning their physical and mental well-being. While audiences see the polished performances, the glamour, and the energy on stage, the reality of a touring musician's life can be incredibly demanding. Constant travel across time zones, irregular sleep patterns, the physical exertion of performing night after night, and the pressure to consistently deliver high-quality shows can take a significant toll on anyone, regardless of their age or fame. Health issues, when they arise, present a unique set of challenges for performers. There's often an immense pressure to continue, driven by commitments to fans, promoters, and their own band and crew who depend on the tour for their livelihood. Admitting to a health problem, especially one that could impact performance capabilities, requires immense courage. The fear of disappointing fans or appearing vulnerable can lead some artists to push through pain or illness, sometimes to their detriment. Billy Joel's decision, therefore, is a significant one, prioritizing long-term health over short-term commitments, a choice that many in similar situations grapple with intensely. The cancellation of a major tour by an artist of Billy Joel's stature sends ripples far beyond the immediate disappointment of ticket holders. There are significant economic consequences for a wide array of individuals and businesses. Firstly, consider the vast network of people directly involved in the tour's production: the band members, road crew, technicians, sound and lighting engineers, security personnel, and tour managers. For many of these professionals, a long tour represents a substantial portion of their annual income, and its abrupt cancellation can lead to unexpected financial hardship and a scramble for alternative work. Venues that were booked to host the concerts also face considerable disruption. These arenas and stadiums often schedule their calendars months, if not years, in advance. A cancellation means lost revenue from ticket sales, concessions, merchandise, and parking. Local economies in cities where concerts were scheduled also feel the impact. Hotels, restaurants, and transportation services often see a surge in business when a major artist comes to town, and the absence of these events means a loss of that anticipated economic boost for the community. While the diagnosis of normalpressurehydrocephalus, or NPH, is serious and has necessitated the cancellation of Billy Joel's tour, it is important to note that NPH is often a treatable condition. The most common treatment for NPH involves a surgical procedure to implant a shunt, which is a small tube that drains the excess cerebrospinal fluid from the brain to another part of the body, typically the abdomen, where it can be absorbed. The success of shunt surgery can vary from person to person, but many patients see noticeable improvements in their gait, cognitive function, and bladder control. Early diagnosis and treatment are generally associated with better outcomes. The decision to undergo such a procedure is a significant one, involving careful consideration of the potential benefits and risks, which Billy Joel and his medical team are undoubtedly evaluating. The outpouring of support from fans and the music industry will undoubtedly play a crucial role in Billy Joel's journey ahead. Knowing that millions are wishing him well can provide immense emotional strength during a challenging medical period. The world wishes Billy Joel strength, healing, and comfort during this time, looking forward to hearing good news about his progress in the days and months to come.